Hello friends, I am Professor Shivaji Waki. In today's session of Trading of Agricultural Commodity First, we are going to learn about processing of important cereal crops in case of wheat and rice. So we'll begin with processing of wheat. In India, about 90% of wheat is consumed in the form of chapati and remaining 10% in the form of bread, biscuit, buns and other bakery products. In India, nearly about 90% of wheat is consumed in the form of chapati and left percentage or remaining 10% in the form of bread, biscuits, buns and other bakery products. Means we Indian are very limited to the processed products. Then wheat grain required to mill, that is it required to convert into the flours or other broken formats. First we need to mill this wheat grains. Milling is a process for converting whole wheat grain into flour or broken wheat grain formats. Okay, the products like dalia. From this dalia we are making one sweet dish called, in Marathi we said, lapsi. Okay, then each wheat grain consists 85% of endosperms, 12% of buns and 3% of germs. Consider this is an wheat grains. The outer seed coats or outer part of this wheat grains or outer brownish color seed coats of this wheat grains is called buns. It is contributing nearly about 12% of total whole wheat grain weights. And the shooting portions or sprouting portions or ankur is contributing nearly about 3% of total weight of wheat grains. Then inside of this wheat grains portion is called as endosperms. Okay, then some industries are making the products without this buns and germs, means with an only endosperms is called as maida. Okay, then some leading states for producing flours like UP, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana and Punjab. These are the some leading state for producing wheat flours. Then milling involves grinding up kernels into the whole wheat flours and separating the palms from wheat flours. Milling is a process for grinding the kernels into whole wheat flours and separating the balms, means separating the outer cover or separating the brownish colors from that wheat grain seeds. Okay, then for millings is commonly three methods used in India, like stone grinding, then chakki and roller millers. So we'll go one by one. Stone grinding by hand methods. This one you might be have seen everywhere. This method is used to grind wheat in the most of rural household or rural part of India. Then housewife by this stone chakkis, which is operated by hand and mill nearly about 0.5 to 1 kg of wheat per hours. Means it is having very low capacities. It is an hand operated the chakkis. Then nowadays some brands are coming with this one, means they are selling their products which is made from this, means stone grindings. Okay, means Nutripurna, this is one of the brands. They are selling their products as this product is made from this stone grinding methods. Then chakki, low capacity power operated grinding devices used in a village. In India, nearly about 2.6 small floor units are in country nowadays. These are the low capacity power operated grinding machines. Okay, nearly about 2.6 lakhs throughout the countries. Then the cost of milling in this chakki having high, but due to its convenience and widely present in a village area, it is used in most of the times. In recent times, some companies have come with an small electric operating milling sets and being used by several middle and high income families to make flours for their domestic use or personal or family use. Okay. Nowadays, some companies have come with some small electric operated units. Companies like Lakshmi, they have also come with one box chakki, electric operated box chakki units. Then next one, roller millers. This ones. Some corporates like ITC, they have Ashirwad brands. Then Patanjali Atta. Okay, they are using this roller millers. Most of the wheat flours in India is produced by this roller miller flour mills. In these methods involve the various steps like cleaning, tempering, blending, grading and separations. So first one, cleaning. In cleaning, clean stone means we take out the stone, dirt, wheat and foreign matter from this original wheat grains. Okay. Then allow it for tempering, means after cleaning, if the means wheat and moisture, then help for tempering, means for 8 to 24 hours for mellow the endosperms and white flours. Okay, allowing the wheat grains for tempering or means giving the temperature to it first. Okay, means for the drying purpose. Then blending. Wheat grains of various portions contain are mixed to produce flour and desired qualities. It is an blending, means converting into finally flour formats. Then grinding and separations. The grain first broken as per the courage and rollers. Then whole wheat flour is separated, rolled, shifted and purified till complete separation and balance has been achieved. And first roller flour as set up in the year of 1880. So this is an process for roller millers. First we are cleaning wheat grains, means taking the stone, dirt, wheat and foreign matter out of that from grains, then allowing it for tempering or allowing it for drying nearly about 8 to 24 hours, then the blending. Okay, and then last one, grinding and separations. So this is an the process or processing of wheat. Now processing of paddy, means converting paddy into rice format. Then paddy or rice is an milling is one of the largest industries in India. It consists 12%, 10% of husk, 6% of buns, 2% of germs and 72% of endosperms. Means each and every paddy grains consist 20% of husk, means an outer part of the grains. Then 6% of buns, means inside the husk, and then 2% of germs, means it is an shooting portions or sprouting portion of that grains, and 12% of endosperms, means pure inside matters of that grains. Then it involves the various steps like drying, then cleaning, then parboiling, then husking, polishing, separations and gradings. Okay. Now drying is an process for allowing this paddy grain into some temperature or in sunlight for the purpose of reduction of moistures. Then cleaning, taking out the foreign matters or taking out the dirt, stones from that original grain matters. Then parabol, it is an what vapor treatment to the paddy rice. Okay. Then the husking is another process of removing the outer husk from that rice. Then polishing means whitening of the rice, and last one separations, means based on its head size or based on its a broken percentage of rice. Okay, and last one grading. So these are the four principles rice milling methods which are commonly used in India. Last time there was a question on this one. What are the different rice milling methods used in India? Okay, so first one, hand puddling. It is an means some pistol like structures. Okay, and inside it an paddy grains means ukad. Okay, the next one, Haller mills. It is an metal cylindrical rotating with an 500 to the 600 rpm, means 500 to 600 rotation per minute with an hollow stationary actions means for the purpose of separating this husk. Then husk and pans is removed in a one operation or in a single operation itself, and rice is polished by second and third pass through machines, means need to pass this rice in 2-3 times in the machines. Okay, first methods, hand puddlings, means using only the pistons and poles. Okay, and the second one is a Haller mills. Okay, cylindrical rotating structures. Okay, then sheller mills. Under this run disc sheller consists two stones compositing two wheels of each one is 18 inches to the 56 inches diameters and laid on top of one another's. Okay, this is an two running discs. Okay, which is having nearly about 18 inch to 56 inch diameters. Okay, laid on each others. From this one, this rice or paddy is passed. During that, the whole process is taken place. Okay, this between these two stones, the paddy is husk, barns, and rice is separately this mechanically. Then last one, rubber mills. Each mills consisting pair of rotating rubber rollers, between which paddy is poured, and capacity of this one is at 1.4% of paddy per hour depending on its design or mill size. Okay, these are the 4 milling methods, which are hand puddling, then Haller mills, then sheller mills and rubber mills. Now comparison between these all methods. This method is an oldest ones. Then in the year of 1920, this Haller mills was introduced. Then this one is in quietly proposed, means not exactly known. Then rubber mills is in the year of 1965. Then the quantity of paddy milled, nearly about 40% of rice milled by using this methods only, nearly about 30% of rice, and in Haller mills. Then in this one 25% of paddies, and in this rubber mills nearly about 4%. Then paddy intake or capacity per day, through by using this hand pudding nearly about 60 kg per hours, per days. In this Haller mills nearly about 2 tons, in this sheller mills nearly about 8 to 16 tons, and in rubber mills nearly about 8 to 16 tons per day. Then capital required, for this one required very minimum capital, that is nearly about 100 rupees. For this Haller mills required nearly about 4,000. For this sheller mills required nearly about 40,000 to 45,000. For this rubber mill required nearly about 65,000 for just common 1 units. Then yielding percentage, or getting the pure rice, or means with an less brokerage rice, it is percentage of this one is an 16 to 65%, means brokerage percentage is an high. Then 65%, means nearly about we are losing nearly about 35% of paddies. In this one 65 to 68%, and this rubber miller having high capacity, nearly about 70 to 72%. And cost of milling or cost of for per tons, for this one nearly about 37.50 to 45.75 rupees per tons. For this ones required nearly about 9.25 to 15.50 rupees per tons. For this one 6.25 to 12.15 rupees for per ton. For this one also same ones. So this is about the processing of cereal crops. So today we have seen about processing of cereal crops in case of wheat and rice crops. Okay, so nearly about 90% wheat is consumed in the form of chapati, then 10% in the form of bread, biscuit, buns. The next one, wheat grain consists 85% of endosperms, 12% of buns, 3% of germs. And then some leading flour producing states like UP, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Bihar, Andhra, Haryana and Punjab. Then milling methods. These three common methods are followed in India. Like first one, stone grinding, then chakki and roller mills. Okay. Then processing of paddy. In case of paddy processing as one of the largest industries in India. Paddy consists 20% of husk, then 6% of barn, 2% of germs and 72% of endosperms. Okay. In case of processing of paddy consisting steps like drying, cleaning, parboiling, husking, polishing, separation and grading. Okay. Drying means removing heads or allowing paddy into open sunlights or temperate conditions. Okay. Then cleaning is a process for removing the outside matter or removing the foreign matter from original products. Then parboiling is a process for giving the water weight treatment to the paddy for the purpose of losing the outer husks. Then husking is a process for removing the husk from paddy. For husking or for this milling involved 4 steps like hand bundling, huller mills, sheller mills and rubble mills. Okay. Then polishing is a process for removing barn from this rice. Then separation and grading. Okay. Then these 4 steps comparison. So this is about the today's session. I hope you have understand. If you have not understand anything, please ask me. Thank you.